with Barrister Donatus Osuji, the President of Igbo Community Coventry and the Acting General Secretary of Ohanese and Igbo, United Kingdom and Ireland.
Thank you very much, and thank you for having me. I am Donatus Osuji. I am the President of Igbo Community Coventry, United Kingdom, and the Acting General Secretary of Ohanese and Igbo, United Kingdom and Northern Ireland.
Well, thank you so much, sir. You're a big man, you know. I'm really happy to have you in the studio today.
The Igbo Community Coventry is an organization set up by the Igbos living in Coventry with the aim of bringing the Igbo people together to be helpful to one another, to address the issues affecting the Igbos living here in Coventry, to contribute towards the economic development of Igbo land. The aim of this organization is to come together and address the issues affecting the Igbos living here in Coventry. Like, you know, there are a lot of issues: employment, investment, and other social issues. So far, I wouldn't say we have achieved all our aims and objectives, but I must also admit that we are moving forward in that area. We have taken measures to ensure that these issues are properly addressed, particularly the area of welfare. We have set up a welfare committee in the community that is aimed at addressing the welfare demands of the Igbo people living here in Coventry, particularly in the area of job. If an Igbo person living in Coventry hasn't got a job and he wants the community to help in that area, fine, he informs the community, and every hand is put on desk to ensure that this fellow is gainfully employed. One of the major aims to get the Igbo people living in Coventry united, because we believe when we are united, we will be able to achieve a lot. We'll be able to create impact in the society.
As the President of Igbo Community in Coventry, I would like to know your achievements.
I've been in office about 18 months now, if I'm not mistaken, and it's quite a long time, really. As of achievements, you know, I don't like to brag about any achievements so far, and I believe that a single individual cannot, should not in any way accept all the credits that are given to a particular organization, just simply because he's the chairman or the president, as they call it. And I believe that achievement should be measured on what you bring to the community, particularly things that you are not in the community before you came, and those that you are there, how far were you able to improve on all these ones. If I have to start from those things that are not in the community before I became president, fine. I'd like to mention the area of, there are a lot of things that we put in place. We have set up a website which we don't have before. We have created a welfare department with the aim of helping the Igbos living in Coventry, particularly our members, in every area of need, particularly in the area of jobs. We help one another to look for jobs through the welfare department. Anyone that is sick, we find a way to help. Also, anyone that is in need, usually go to the welfare department. And again, it's our desire to see the Igbo children in Coventry live up to the expectations of the Igbo people here. That is to progress economically, to progress academically. But we also want them to know our culture, to know our language, and to that we have to establish the Igbo Children's School in Coventry, which we don't have before. I think a lot of children now, they are doing very, very well in this school. They know our culture, and I think they are doing very well in that area. So, and that area, an area we see as an achievement is in our relationship with other communities. So before I came, we virtually, we are not known beyond Coventry. Right? But now, as far as Manchester, United States of America, Ireland, Russia, even Ukraine, or talk about all the cities in the United Kingdom. They now know about Igbo community Coventry. Whenever they are doing something on like occasion, they usually invite us. And we also intend to invite them whenever we are doing our own occasions. And again, I have set up a charity organization. I believe that both community Coventry should also contribute towards the progress of Igbo land in any way we feel necessary. And we believe that the way which we can contribute towards the progress of Igbo communities in Nigeria is to find a way to help those that are less privileged, those Igbo children who cannot fend for themselves, who rely on the help of the society. So I set up a charity department with the aim of helping these children in Igbo land. In all the 7 states of Igbo land, we intend to sponsor a motherless babies home. Every year we have to send them money to acquire one thing or the other. So in that area of charity, Igbo Community Coventry is really committed to helping the less privileged in Igbo land. And before I came to office, there's virtually no accountability apart from the end of the administration. So I made it a point of duty to carry the people along, make them know what is happening to the money they pay and the money we collect from outside sources. So for that reason, I established an accounts department, a very efficient one, that gives accounts to the people every 3 months, and also give them the opportunity to question us on how this money has been spent. Yeah. I've also set up a PRO department, a publicity department, which we don't have before. The aim is to help reach out to other communities, to market the Igbo community Coventry, make the world know what we stand for. Particularly, of course, as you know, that Coventry is a city of so many cultures, so many communities. So we believe that Igbo community Coventry should not be left behind. Other communities here should also know about us. So I felt that the need for an efficient publicity department is quite necessary. So I established one, which we don't have in the past. In addition, I've also taken to the media. I've been to television station to let people know about the Igbo community in Coventry. I've been the FM radio here in Coventry to speak about Igbo people of Coventry. I've been to newspapers, but I feel that all these are necessary if we have to move forward as a community and make the world know what we stand for. So these are other achievements too, including the Mother's Day, which we set aside every year. We celebrate with the rest of the world, to honor our women, our mothers, appreciate them, congratulate them for what they've been doing for the community, and encourage them to do more. So for that, I established a Mother's Day, which must be celebrated every year. We did one this year, and I believe the women, our women, the mothers, I think they enjoyed it, and they feel something good and has to be continued.
All right, thank you so much. You said something about protecting the culture and interests of Igbo people. What does that mean?
Actually, we believe that the Igbo culture, the Igbo tradition, the Igbo language is fast disappearing. The Igbo community feel concerned about it. We believe we have to do something to protect our culture, our language, our traditions. So it's part of our challenges that we must overcome. So to that end, we established the Igbo school to teach our children our culture, to teach them our tradition, our languages. And I believe they're doing very well in that school. I believe the government has a role to play in that area, as much as parents have to do. I believe in the school curriculum in Igbo-speaking part of Nigeria, as in all Igbo states. Igbo language should be made compulsory. But I think Igbo should be part of the school curriculum in the whole of Igbo land, right from school age at the highest level. I believe that parents should do more to educate their children on Igbo language and values. I think the Igbo child is not fluent in Igbo language and should be encouraged to speak the language fluently. Igbo community Coventry, they've come a long way. They've shown they're determined. Therefore, the sky is their limit. I would suggest that they should be given more opportunities to achieve their dreams. And this dream, in my opinion, my desire, is to acquire a building here in Coventry, which we will call the Igbo Community House, and it should be rented. And then the proceeds from this building should go back to the community. Pause. In addition, I want the Igbo Community Coventry to play more role towards the unity of the Igbo people in the United Kingdom. I think we should be a force to reckon with, be respected, our views taken into consideration at the highest level. I believe that Igbo Community Coventry is capable of producing leaders that can lead the Igbo people. And I think that if given the opportunity, and going by what you are doing in the community now, and in the terms of training the children, that in the future Igbo Community Coventry will produce future leaders of the Igbo people and perhaps Nigeria.
Apart from Coventry, UK, have you any plans for, showing support, back home?
Presently, we support some organizations in Igbo land in the area of charity to provide for some of those who cannot provide for themselves, and we intend to support motherless babies' homes in all the 7 Igbo-speaking states in Nigeria. And in the future, we want to go beyond there, maybe to build schools and give scholarships. In addition, we want to be a sort of pressure group on the government to speak out on behalf of those who cannot speak for themselves, draw government attention to the needs of the people, and then encourage the government to listen to the people. In addition, encourage some of our members here to go home and invest. And I feel with this, that will be a small contribution towards the progress of the Igbo nation. And we will continue to encourage the leaders of the Igbo nation to seek the path of unity. We will encourage them to think of the development of Igbo land, infrastructures, as well as the developing the Igbo man. I strongly believe that if Igbos are united, we will be able to achieve a lot. If Igbos are united, the challenges facing the Igbo people will easily be surmounted, and there will be reason for every Igbo person in the United Kingdom in particular to enjoy the benefits of the Igbo communities here. You're talking about Igbo politics, we have to perhaps discuss Igbo politics in 2 major areas, in Nigeria and Igbo politics here. I will start by stating my views about the Igbo politics here in the United Kingdom. I must say here that Igbos, they really like to come together. Every city eventually has its own Igbo community, and every town in Igbo land, they have their representatives here in the United Kingdom. So there are lots of Igbo communities here, and here in Coventry, of course, Coventry is a community of all the Igbo people, Igbo-speaking people. It doesn't matter which state you come from in Nigeria, or town or city you come from in Nigeria. So we all assemble here. So that means we have to relate to other communities, which our members belong to. So in that, we have to pursue sort of contact relationship with every community. Eventually, most communities here have 1 or 2 of our members belonging to them. And I must say that so far the relationship has been a very cordial one. We have Igbo community in Birmingham, which is the closest to us, in Leicester, about 20 miles from here, in Oxford, in Leeds. And they know us, and we know them very well. When they need our help, and we do not fail to render it. And when we need their help, of course, they come to our aid. So that is one of the major aims of the Igbo community, to relate with other communities, to ensure peace and unity, to ensure help for one another, and to contribute towards the moving forward of the Igbo land in general.
What is it about Ohaneze Ndigbo?
Actually, I have not been sent here to speak on behalf of Ohaneze Ndigbo, but I'm Coventry, being a member of this community, and myself being the Assistant General Secretary. So I know a lot about the Ohaneze Ndigbo. The Ohaneze Ndigbo is the umbrella organization of all the Igbo people living in the United Kingdom and Northern Ireland. Like you may know, It is the only recognized body in Nigeria, the one recognized by the Nigerian government, by the Igbo Council of Elders, by the Igbo Council of Traditional Rulers, as the umbrella of the Igbo people in Nigeria and outside Nigeria. It is through this medium that you can express your ideas, your fears to the Nigerian government. And Coventry be one of the communities that wants to contribute towards the progress of the Igbo land, towards ensuring that the government in Nigeria work positively towards the progress of the Igbo man. The Coventry feel there's a need to belong to this honest and Igbo, but that's the easiest medium through which you can channel our grievances to the Nigerian government. So Coventry is a very strong member of this organization, the Honest Igbo. Honest Igbo also ensure that every Igbo person here is properly represented. Anyone that has problems could easily approach Honest Igbo, and together we find a solution to this problem. So there are a lot of achievements that are credited to Honest Igbo. They've done a very great job in uniting all Igbo communities in the United Kingdom. But that's not to say that there are no challenges facing the Honest Igbo. Of course, we know there are so many Igbo communities here, all claiming to be the umbrella organization under which all Igbo communities should come under. Respective of the fact that Honest Igbo is the only one recognized by the Nigerian government, it's the only one recognized by the Igbo Council of Elders, it's the only one recognized by the Igbo Council of Traditional Rulers, as the umbrella organization of the Igbo people. So, of course, there are rebels, those who feel they cannot get along, and instead of remaining there to change the situation, they decide to move out and form their own, probably because they want to be called presidents, chairmen, and for other selfish reasons, you know. But still, Honest Igbo consider them as part of the community, and we look forward to welcoming them back to the community, because we believe they have a lot to contribute. And Honest Igbo believes that if all the Igbo people living in the United Kingdom come together, certainly we'll be able to achieve a lot. So this just the few aims of Honest Igbo, and some of the achievements, I've just mentioned a few, but there are so many of them, which I cannot elaborate here.
All right. I saw in one of your clips, and I quote, you said that you're calling other Igbo communities to join this trend.
Yeah.
Tell us more about the trend.
The trend is an analogy of just trying to express my desire for the Igbo people to come together, but you must assemble somewhere before you know where we are going and how we get there. So it's like, I believe the Igbos are in a journey of self-realization. We've got to get ourselves realized. We've got to know our setbacks, how to overcome all this. We've got to know where we have failed. We've got to know which area we have to invest on. I don't mean financial investment, invest our ideas. You have to know which areas and the things we have to do to make Igbo land acceptable to future generations. So I believe we cannot achieve this thing by not coming together. So the trend I was talking about is a call for all the Igbo people to come into this trend. Inside this trend, there will be differences, quite alright. There will be disagreements. There will be issues to be resolved. It's only when we come together that we can move on from there. So this trend is sort of an analogy. When you all come into this train, it doesn't matter who the captain is, it doesn't matter who the driver of this train is, so long as we get to our destination. So the starting point is inside this train. When we come into this train, fine, then we move on from there. I must say that it's been great coming to this studio, and to our viewers, if you're an Igbo person, wherever you live in the United Kingdom, look for a community to belong to, contribute towards the progress of that community, be helpful to one another, answer the call for help from all Igbo people, and above all, the leaders of Igbo communities. I encourage you to seek the path of unity.
Thank you so much for coming to Suprex TV.
Thank you.
We'll be very glad to have you next time.
Anemo, mama, mommy, Magona gumo nemo. munio okwero kaguru gubwono wilio ine ewo anne mara mane